Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Dak going to start out going to the air. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Oh, some strong running. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Shamrocks of Canton taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And he's going to give his guys another first down. Back-to-back good runs to start the drive. This one 13 yards. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball on both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
The Cowboys at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And award that sack to Boogie Basham. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Here we go. Calm. Biggie.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Running again with Barkley on second down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Throwing, Jones. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And all the way in for the touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Shamrocks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. But you look at this defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Prescott. CeeDee Lamb. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. They just get the play off. Now Prescott into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking for Campbell downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, You can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He'll find Hodgins there complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
At the end of the first quarter, with the score Shamrock 7, Cowboys 0.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Taylor. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Shamrock.
Up the middle with Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Taylor. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. They'll look to throw here. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. York able to send this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. That'll be Frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. Taylor running the option left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Shamrocks go up by 2 touchdowns. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught. And touchdown! Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Shamrocks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Big Leonard. The one who came in and got him.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Well, Prescott, he's going to change things up here. Second and 14. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 55 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here we go, here we go.
Second down and 4. Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And the ball is knocked out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 7. A handoff, Barkley running left. And they can't bring him down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Pirates, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Taylor. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
0, Harris Campbell. A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
18 Rattler, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Cade York on now for the field goal from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. York able to send this one through, and the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, Definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Breaks through the contact. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Final play of the half. It's Taylor. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. Touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Play action. Now Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now it's Taylor. That is incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
So they bring out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
They're on 37-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
At the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going. Touchdown, Cowboys. CD Lamb, 65 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's caught at the 2. And he will not make it to the goal line. He'll come up short. And they'll be unable to get this back within one score as it stays a 9-point game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll give him down at about the 17-yard line.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Now it's Taylor. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now Taylor on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room.
Chapter 11, 18, 5 years, 79 Broncos.
Taylor. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Micah Parsons able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Check, contact, check, contact. Dragon 60. Street.
third and forever. He'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. On now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott now. And Cooks has it over the middle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Vaughn, they'll try the left side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Second and 10. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. On second down, here's Taylor. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Good running for Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Panther Street, Panther Street. 19 Lions. Mustang 19.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Nifty move. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. Taking it right down Broadway. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Taylor's going to keep this. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tyrod Taylor, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Shamrocks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is not going to get there. They get him out of bounds well shy of the goal line. And the defense holds on the 2-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Able to hit his target Lamb. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
To throw is Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
On the option, here's Vaughn. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Again, a run with Vaughn. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too.
Oh, Prescott stripped. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, That puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 139 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Canton, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.